The Oakland Spiders won the West Division title in 2014, 2015, and 2017, but it's a new era in the West Division as the reigning West Division undefeated champs Colorado Summit put that undefeated record to the test against the Oakland Spiders for the third meeting between these two franchises in AUDL history. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday evening. Ian Toner alongside Chuck Kindred. Chuck, it's really exciting what this Oakland team is building. They're on the right side of 500 for the first time in Dan Silverstein's coaching tenure. And honestly, it feels like the biggest test the Summit have faced so far this season. Here's AG closing in on Keenan Lawrence. We saw Matthew AG playing a ton of offense earlier this season, but now that many of his other compatriots are back, the lanky presence is back on the D-line as Heck shoots over the top. He's got Walker Frankenberg, and Oakland has an emphatic opening hold. Here's Goldstein, the late preseason insert into the O-line who's been so steady in this Summit backfield. Landisman, the floater to space. Nobody's all around Atkins. He's got the blade all day. Gets it off the line.
Yeah, tough to run that trap with this little wind.
Another blade, and Keenan Lawrence plucks that one out of the air. Here's Adkins. Back to Hecht. Over the top backhand, long, and Saeed Semrin, the defender, read it better.
Now it's time to possess the disc, move it, find your openings.
Here's Coleman. Has Feiner. Spicer going up line. Tough catch in traffic. And then an easy flip to Saeed Semrin.
Yeah, nice zone D from Oakland, and Colorado's not really looking over the top too much.
Commentator's curse right there.
Commentator's curse.
Jay Frood catches the hammer and sends Quinn Feiner to space. Colorado in the red zone once again. Feiner shooting for Jackson. On the money, folks.
Yeah, and that corner is really, we've seen I think 4 goals, same throw. And it shows.
Deep shot from Magzig, shooting for Lawrence. Chased by Semrin. And Keenan Lawrence brings it down. He is in the end zone. And that's a quick hold for Oakland.
And you can see how much they trust him going deep, and for good reason.
Keenan Lawrence, the release valve there. Gets it up to Adkins. Adkins off the line, but Cody Spicer swats that one to the turf. Only a matter of time before he notched another block in this one.
Yeah, how many times have we seen him just completely disrupt the reset game of an opponent? Oh my goodness.
Raekwon Atkins with the shoulder-high bid, reaching around Arnstein and getting the ball back for Oakland. The most turnovers we've seen in a single point so far in tonight's matchup. Here's Magzig. High release backhand to Hecht. Leading Adkins to space, and Raekwon Atkins makes the grab. The Oakland Spiders convert the break. They fight through the turnover battle, and this game is tied once again.
Yeah, nice grit from Oakland. After that block from Cody Spicer, a lot of teams kind of get flat.
At the defending goal line, they are now being released at the defending brick.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Atkins, Landisman, and Stoughton playing catch to get this 0 point started. Danny Landisman hasn't had anyone guarding him as we have 5 seconds left here. Landisman with the no-look hanger, and Alex Atkins rips it down! Alex Atkins with the injured left shoulder goes up with the right and snags the disc as time expires to give the Summit the lead heading into the... Atkins working against the double team, and he was not appropriately centered. Jonathan Monforti reminding him to bring the disc to the center of the goal line.
And so many of us at 18.
Look at that poise from the 18-year-old. Pivoting through a massive double team, faking the reset. Got to be fun for Atkins to have the keys to the offense with His partner in crime, Nethercutt, unavailable this weekend. Feiner shooting deep to Goldstein. How about that? The handler.
But, you know, technically the defender is responsible for their momentum.
Noah Kuhlman so close to a block there. And the shot to the end zone, reeled in by a bidding Walker Frankenberg. Phenomenal catch.
Yeah, and, you know, Adam Ruffner called him the front runner for Rookie of the Year, you know, early in the Hex over the tops are so nice. Like that Scuba at the end of the Seattle game. Just such a pretty shot in a big moment. And here he is.
Deep shot going up to Lawrence. Lawrence versus Ferris, and Lawrence pulls it down. He's won all of those 50-50 so far tonight.
Yeah, you know, you just keep hitting it until it doesn't work.
Here's Frankenberg, one of the league's leading goal scorers coming into tonight. Playing catch. Working with Magzig, and the offhand backhand to Mac Hecht. And Oakland is not going away, folks. Dylan Burns. Deep shot. Going up to Scott Shue. And Shue skies the pile. Fine will be working against the double team of Atkins and Landesmith. The swing started outside the end zone, but leads the receiver into the end zone. And Dylan Burns, in his AUDL debut, catches. Stoughton finds Jackson and takes off. Stoughton going deep. Jackson hanging a moon ball up there. A crowd forming underneath, and Quinn Feiner puts everybody on a poster. It wasn't pretty, but Colorado gets the hold with 5 seconds left to go in the half. Lung and Magzig splitting the switching defenders. Lung in power position now. Sending the backhand to the end zone. Walker Frankenberg has the clap catch past Snushka and lets him know.
And you can see Snushka's a guy who's used to getting his way in the air. He's playing in front of the deep cut, and maybe another week having Hecht in the stack.
Lung in power position, releasing the laser backhand. Frankenberg chasing it down. Hits the turf just before his fingers can get there. And Cody.
Yeah, Pronove's a little too willy-nilly for my taste.
Well, he's got the disc now. Surveying his options, he's got Joe Anderson. No one marking smash, and he'll spike it twice.
There you go, Pronove to smash.
This is Colorado's first lead since the Summit were up 9-8. And here's Burns shooting deep. Saeed Semrin defending. Saeed Semrin getting the block.
I think we just saw a flop. Yeah, nice physical D in the lane against Landesman. I think they've kind of got a strategy that's been working pretty well, taking him a little bit out of his game.
Stoughton to Feiner. Feiner shooting deep. Jackson turning on the Jets. Matty Jackson has the score. The Feiner to Jackson connection is a go tonight, folks.
Yeah, and you just love to see Feiner starting to open it up.
Here's Chris Lung. Shooting cross field. We've seen that Huck work so many times tonight. Max Williams rips it down past the bidding Seth Ferris. And Oakland showing some energy and signs of life after conceding 2 consecutive.
Yeah, and if you're Oakland, you got to be very aggressive on this first pass.
Atkins with the hanging hammer to Danny Landesmith. And Quinn Feiner, with almost no room, makes the grab, immediately turns deep, and puts it in Jay Frood's breadbasket.
And there's no question what the key has been for Colorado here in the third quarter. It's Quinn Feiner. For a second there when that throw went up to Quinn, I thought.
In tonight's matchup. Here's Hecht. Looking downfield, unleashing the backhand.
Now how do you let Keenan Lawrence get open deep? How do you give Keenan Lawrence a step deep when Mac Hecht has the disc? I mean, that is just unforgivable.
Yes, sir.
High release backhand over Spicer's mark, and Frankenberg has it now. Inside shot to Lung. Shooting deep down the flick sideline. That's breaking the defense open, and Walker Frankenberg scores again.
And you can see, I mean, that was the Defensive Player of the Year, Cody Spicer, on Frankenberg, and he's playing in front of him. It's the same third huck. It's not necessarily a throw that you would.
Reset to Jackson, past a bidding defender. Alex Atkins sending Jay Frood deep. Throws hanging just a tiny bit, but Jay Frood brings it down with his left hand. Colorado with a 2-goal advantage and 42 seconds remaining in the quarter.
A really nice look from Atkins. Great cut from Frood. Gets a couple steps. Really like to see Danny get going here in the fourth. Had a relatively quiet night.
Jackson to Atkins. Shooting deep for Feiner. Feiner against Jackson to Campos. Feiner pulls it down. And the Colorado Mama Bird alum continues to make his mark on this one. Behind his trajectory, and Cody Spicer picks up in the backfield with Noah Kuhlman.
Yeah, and that might be, oh, look at that. Picks it clean off the backside.
Hecht shooting deep. Evan Magzig taking off. Reaching with the trailing edge. His first point of contact in the end zone. And Evan Magzig single-handedly saves the hold for Oakland.
That's incredible. I was
in 25 points played. Deep shot from Lung, hanging it up to Lawrence. He's caught every single one of these tonight. And add another one to his tally.
Yeah, and it's another one of those things you don't know why Pronove bites on the under. Why would you do that?
They will be coming to Colorado next Friday night as Lung's backhand hangs and a crowd forms underneath it. Saeed Severin rips it down. And Colorado's D-line is off to the races. Spicer resets to Abel. Kuhlman has the continuation, and Colorado has the break to go up by 3 with 5:47 left to go in the fourth. With 3 minutes and change to go, and Cody Spicer in power position switches the field to Noah Kuhlman. Kuhlman hanging the backhand. Alex Tatum chasing it down. Tatum with the bidding grab. Keeps the defender on his back hip. And Colorado converts its second break of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Tatum is just...
Anderson to Feiner. Pronove going deep. Feiner looking for him. Pronove and Snushka there. 15 seconds left in regulation. Mac Hecht makes one more grab. Throws one more gainer. That'll put him over 1,000 total yards. Adkins into the end zone looking for Keenan Lawrence. Makes the grab as time expires. Bringing the Spiders back within 5, but Colorado's undefeated record stays intact. The Summit are 5-0. Heading into a battle of the undefeateds when the Salt Lake Shred come to town on Friday night.